What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I felt a little bit nostalgia and I decided to rewatch my favorite episodes of Ninjago. And I was like, why not I do a top 15 best Ninjago episodes? And yeah, that's why I'm counting down the top 15 best Ninjago episodes. Now, here are the rules. 1. The pilot, Day of Departed, and The Island do not count. Only up to Rise of the Serpentine to crystallize. 2. I'm not counting this as worst to best of video. It will be to like good to awesomeness, episodes. And finally, 3. These are gonna be my favorite episodes from each season. And if you don't know what they are, I'm gonna tell you right now. So here is my favorite episodes from each season. From season 1, we got Day of the Great Devourer. Season 2, Ninja Ball Run. Season 3, Codename Arcturus. Season 4, Versus. Season 5, Grave Danger. Season 6, Operation Lanho. Season 7, Lost in Time. Season 8, Give a Mask. Season 9, Saving Fate. Season 10, Endings. Season 11, Firemaker. Season 12, The Speedway 5 Billion. Season 13, Dungeon Party. Season 14, Riddle of the Sphinx. And Season 15, Compatible. So those are my favorite episodes, and now let's rank them best to best, I guess. Day of the Great Devourer is the lowest on my list. Now, first of all, it is a good episode to watch, but I just felt boring. I'm just gonna say it's boring. Like the first half, yeah, but the final half of the episode is probably fantastic. Garmadon killing Great Devourer. And spoiler alerts, if you haven't watched Crystallize, but I know it's already out. But of course, the Overlord took over the Great Devourer, and yeah, so Garmadon killed the Overlord. So technically, Garmadon killed the Overlord, then Lloyd did, then Zane, and then Lloyd again. So he died like 4 times. So yeah, and I also put Day of the Great Devourer the very bottom of the list because there's better episodes that are funny and also very sad. So yeah. Grave Danger is a funny episode because in this episode the ninjas track down to find Morrow to grab the realm crystal first before him. And yeah, they go through some obstacles, and that is the best part. And Jay was obviously the funniest part of those scenes, acting like a complete idiot. He mostly screams a lot, and I think that's funny. Most of the people think it's not. It's just stupid and horrible of Jay just screaming and yelling and complaining. But I think it's funny, and I put it also on the low list because some of them are actually better than this. But on this list, this is probably one of the funniest episodes out of the 15 episodes I picked from each season. Code Name Arcturus is an okay episode. There's only one problem that I mostly hate is the J, Cole, and Nia love triangle. And yeah, I don't like that in this episode. And the scene where they went to the theater, I do not like that. It's just horrible that we had to see this 3 triangle relationship couples. I just don't like it. The only good thing in this episode where Kai is fighting the ninjoids on top of jet fuel. That was the best part in this episode. But the whole, first half of the triangle couple, I just do not like. But I only just like Kai fighting ninjoids on top of jet fuels. Endings was pretty good. Now, there was only one disappointing thing, which is only Garmadon. Of course, Heel was so funny that his face was just, like an Oni. But Crystallize did a more better job. So, Wildbrain did better than Wilfilm. So, yeah. I think Wilfilm, like, yeah, we don't want to make a new, mold. So, we're like, yeah, we're just gonna reuse Garmadon's face and whatever and just stretch it out a bit. So, yeah. But everything else is good. And this could be, like, the possible end of what Ninjago would look like if the show actually ends. It was probably one of the best endings, no pun intended, to what could have been the end of the whole franchise itself. Lost in Time is actually better than Grave Danger, Day of the Great Devourer, Codename Arcturus, and Endings, but not better than the other ones that are ranked higher up the list. And the only thing I like is the time travel part where Eclipse and the Chronicles go back in time and stop, Wu in the past and other elemental masters like that. And yeah, the ending where Lloyd becomes Master Lloyd was great. A great transition to the next season, which is SOG, Sons of Garmadon. And yeah, I love Hands of Time. It is one of my favorite seasons of all time. But people say it's underrated. I think it's one of my favorites. So yeah, feel free to dislike my favorite season. Okay. And yeah, that is pretty much it about Lost in Time. And it's also one of the best Ninjago finales. Nah, I think it's not. I think it is my least favorite of, season finales, I guess. Oh, wow. After I was just talking about SOG, about Enhanced Time, we got SOG episode, which is Game of Mass. Now, I love Game of Mass because of, Harumi and Lloyd. And yeah, I don't know if I ship Death. Comment down below. Do you ship Harumi and Lloyd? I just will agree with the fans if they will ship them. But enough said about that. I love this episode because this is the first time that the Ninja and the SOG actually, join and defeat that weird creature. I mean, we never see that again, but this is like their first and only time we see them working together to, defeat that monster. And yeah, there's some funny parts like Kai saying that he's bad at making like lines of like Lloyd is better and he's like a leader. Kai's like a secondary leader in that. But yeah, overall, it is better. Lloyd and Harumi fighting in the Oni Temple. Everything's good, and I think this is a good episode. I freaking love Ninja Ball Run. So the plot goes like this. Dare's Mojo Dojo got destroyed from Garmadon because Garmadon wants to destroy his dojo, and that way Lloyd isn't trained to become the Green Ninja. And they need money. Of course, Neon talks about this Ninja Ball Run, which is essentially a drag race. And yeah, the ninjas and Lloyd participate to do this Ninja Ball Run. And while Garmadon knows about this, and he needs to win before the ninjas does, so of course they do. Now, personally, I love Ninja Ball Run because I love this. This is sort of like a drag race episode. I really love this episode, especially how side characters like Soto and Lou and Ed and Edna appear in the race, and the mailman. And yeah, and the Scorpions. Like, I forgot those two characters' names, but yeah. And I love the Ultrasonic Raider. I love the Day of the Departed one more than the 2012. Well, 2012 is also good. I do not like the Legacy set, but the Ultrasonic Raider from Day of the Departed is the best. Sonic Raider ever saw. But yeah, and the new feature we saw in this episode is pretty, nice in a way. And yeah, nothing bad I'm gonna say to complain about this episode, but overall, it is one of my favorite episodes from season 2. So yeah. Saving Fate is one of these episodes that gets dark. Now, the plot is like this. Of course, Misake is a person only, and she shapeshifts into Harumi and brings Skylander. That way, Skylar can absorb Garmadon's powers. And yeah, there is this insane fight with Garmadon and Misake, and we don't know what happens to Misake. But I think she's alive because we saw a rat in her life. We're not so sure this actually is Misake, but Tommy and Jason said, yeah, whatever, it could be Misake, so whatever. And yeah, it's kind of touched, Garmadon and got his powers and controlled the abominable rock monster thing. Yeah, don't know what's it called. Forgot the set name too. But yeah, and in the Onion Dragon realm, the ninjas and Wu find Fate. It was a trap, and Iron Baron needs to find the golden armor. And yeah, Wu remembers who he is, and he will take Iron Baron to the cave with all the dragons firstborn and the dragon armor. And yeah, I just really love this episode. Really, because I just love the dark tones in the first beginning. And yeah, we don't know if Misaki died in this episode, but people said that she could be alive because of that rat crystallized. But I could agree with that. Tom and Andreas had said it could be. But yeah, I just love Saving Fate, and I wish we get more of the Only Dragon side than the Ninjago City side, because I just mostly love Jay being the party pooper and stuff. I mean, that's a complete joke, but yeah, and Jay being annoying and stupid. I mean, that's basically it about Saving Fate. So let's just move on right now. So yeah. Firemaker is a weird but funny episode. So the plot is, of course, the Ice Emperor tells her, Ice Samurai to go destroy the last fire, because if they do, all the villagers are like, if we lose our final fire, we'll all freeze to death. And yeah, which it happens. And yeah, the ninja tries to stop the Ice Samurai, and Kai struggles about his fire elemental power, which he loses from Aspira, and Kai slowly begins to get his powers back. And the funny part about this scene was all the villagers and the fishermen are like, Fire Maker, Fire Maker, Fire Maker. I just feel weird that they keep saying it over and over. It's just hilarious. And yeah, they got their fire back. And overall, I think this is like the weirdest episode to me. So if I ever think about a weird moment in Ninjago, it has to be that weird scene in season 4 with Bolobo and Jay, and all the villagers saying Fire Maker at Kai. So yeah, this is probably one of the weirdest episodes I ever seen. Well, not technically weird, I guess. I really love Versus. It's probably one of my favorite episodes from season 4, and I'll tell you why. Now, it's just fighting in this season, and yeah, it's element versus element power. So yeah, I really love Versus because of the characters fighting. So of course we got Ash versus Kai, love that. We got Bolobo versus Nero, okay, somewhat decent. And we got Griffin versus Gravis, also okay. But the best part is we get, Cole and Jay fighting together. Yeah, so they're versus because of what happened during season 3. A triangle. But anyways, I really love Jay versus Cole. We later get Kai versus Jay in Crystallize, which is also great. But we gotta go for the original, of course, Cole versus Jay. And yeah, and I really love this fight. I mean, it's long, like what Crystallize is just like, I don't know, like 25 seconds of a fight. This is like, I think a minute to 2 minutes of a fight, I guess. And yeah, overall, I love versus because it's just fighting in this episode, and I just like that. And also, Ash versus Kai is also good. And we got Ash, of course. If freeze frame, you can see he has the Overlord symbol. Mr. E, Mr. F. No, I'm joking. It could be a theory, but who knows? I guess. Alright, where do I begin about Operation Landho? I love this episode. Basically, Jay grabs, a group of people to join his resistance, which now doesn't exist anymore because this season doesn't exist in this Ninjago timeline. But yeah, so Jay grabs the resistance, which has him, Gareth, Soto, the Commissioner, Ronan, Echo Zane, and Skylar in this team. And yeah, I love that resistance. I mean, it's technically better than, Will and the Paper Kids, and also Void and the Elemental Masters. But who cares? This is the first. But it's not because it doesn't exist anymore. This team doesn't really exist. Yeah, they try to stop the wedding, and Jay finds Mia, and he grabs Nonicon's, blade, the gym blade, yeah. And yeah, one of them has to strike Jay down and kill him. And yeah, he dies. I'm joking. He's in probably the cursed realm, or departed realm, or all the departed things. And the funny part is, behind the scenes, they didn't have like enough people to put inside the departed realm or something in the Gin Blade. So they grab freaking like random characters they have in their character, storage, and they just add Griffin Turner there, which is so funny, even though he didn't got, slaved by a Gin Blade. So yeah. But yeah, in the end, everyone's safe. They will try to stop the wedding in the final episode. Overall, really love this episode because I really love the resistance and yeah, the funny moments they had shared in this episode. And the best part was probably the resistance fighting the Sky Pirates using whatever household items you could find in this rocky place thing you're at. So yeah, overall, love Operation Landho, and yeah, some of these scenes were best, top tier right here. Alright, time for the good episodes. So first, for number 4, we have the Speedway 5 billion. I freaking love this episode. And my favorite season 2 episode is Ninja Ball Run. And you're like, remember Ninja Ball Run? Yeah, we want to make another drag race episode, but in video game. So this time, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we're like, to inspire everyone who loves Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we're gonna give you a Ninjago episode with Lego. And yet, they actually gave this. And I freaking love this episode. And yeah, I just love the fighting. Like, it's a race game in a video game. And yeah, I just really love Speedway 5 billion. And yeah, die. Well, technically not die. He got cubed. Also, Cole and Kai got cubed. I mean, come on, why do you have to cube Cole and Kai? Can you just, like, don't do it for, like, another episode? Like, let's wait, okay? I really want to have more with Kai and Cole. Just, like, go cube them. I mean, Kai, of course, he lose all 3 of his health. I mean, it makes sense, but also, why Cole? I think he lost health like 3 times, like when he was in that one place in where Okina was, and another place where he was like, I don't know, covered power or anything. I don't know. But overall, I love the vehicles, and what's funny is, like, some of the vehicles are based on actual vehicles from the ninjas. Like, one of the team had, like, the land bounty, smaller version of that, and Racer 7 having Lloyd's Jungle Raider, which is funny. And some of the Prime Empire vehicles were also good, mostly Jay's jet and Kai's jet slash mech. And yeah, mostly the vehicles were fantastic. And yeah, overall, really love this episode, and it's better than Ninja Ball Run because it's video games, and everyone loves video games. And everyone loves this video game season. So yeah. Riddle of the Sphinx is a funny episode. Now, of course, there is some subtle humor where, you know, when Kai uses fire element at Ray, which is kind of funny and subtle humor. And also Clutch Powered, which was funny in this episode because first he took the real Storm Amulet and switched with the fake one. And yeah, when Calamar shows up, he's like, yeah, I'm giving in to Woo. Bye, guys. He just runs away like a coward. And yeah, of course we got the Sphinx, and they had to do riddles. And yeah, my favorite part has to be Cole where he answers Cake, and he's like, Cake is mostly the answer. And then we was like, disciplined. And it's like, wrong. And then finally Kai's like, oh, it's your fire. And yeah, that's basically it about this episode. There's nothing too much about this episode. It's mostly the fight. But I just love the riddle part. That's like the best part. Because it's just funny of how they have to fight and guess. Mostly Cole's. It's the funniest. Okay? Cake, whatever. Yeah. I just, think that is the best quote from Cole in Seabound, I guess. So yeah. Really love it. A lot of funny scenes and subtle humor. Alright, it's down to the final 2. Which one I'm gonna pick? Am I really gonna pick this one because it's the best from the season? Or this episode because of these 3 people? Well, we'll guess. I don't know, you guys figure it out. But, in second place, we have Dungeon Party. Wait, what? Hear me out. I love dungeon parties because of that animation in this episode, and it feels like you're not even watching Ninjago, but rather you feel like you're watching an episode from My Hero Academia, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Naruto, whatever animes you like, okay? But yeah, I just feel that was, cool in a way, and better what they did in season 11. I don't think so. They did one for season 12, but yeah. Mostly, I love Korgrad's animation, and also of how Fungus, Flundar, and Korgrad discover the stall and get stuck in the dungeon for like I don't know, like when Wanya's like a little girl, so I would rather say 17 years ago? 20 years? That's a long time. I mean, Organ has not seen his dad in a while. Don't know about Plunder and Fungus' history, but we also saw Korgrag's history. It's like mythology, Greek like Thor on mythology. I don't know, Greek. I don't know. I don't know mythology. I'm sorry. Go to school or something. But yeah, overall, Dungeon Parties is my favorite, second favorite episode of all time. Alright, it's no surprise that Compatible is my favorite um, episode out of the 14 or 15 episodes. Now here's my reasoning. I love the tone. Of course, it has the tone of a bit of dark, sad, and funny. Now, I love some subtle humor about Vinny's paycheck, Blaze Age Speed, that's the best part of Blaze Age Speed, driving around Ninjago City with Cole and Vinny. I think that is the best duo team, I think. Can we just have an episode of those three people? Thank you. I mean, that is the best scene. And especially Cole and Vinny just screaming. And we go to the sad, a bit dark of, Pixel had to move on of Zane. And then after that, like Zane reboots or something, he's like, Pixel? And this is the best, but this I never seen Pixel that happy and excited of Zane. I mean, Zane almost died like 3 times. He died in season 3, but he gets rebuilt. Zane almost died, but he later gets fixed. Crystallized, he almost dies, but he ends up getting saved by Pixel by, I don't know, like small, like something, love or something, I don't know. But yeah, I also love Ultraviolet's um Fuji dubs and no, no, Kilo, yeah, Kilo, those mechs, yeah. If I would rather see them making like $13 Ninjago crystallized mechs, like they do for Marvel, like have the new joints that was introduced last winter. Yeah, and get one for Kilo, Ultraviolet, and Fujidub. And have Kilo be like the first minifigure, but put like the Thanos big fig head, cause yeah, a small body with a big head, like they did to the Killer Big Fig with a big body with a small head. Yeah, I don't know how you do that. They do make a big fig face of Killer. Yeah, put on the big fig Killer and you're ready to go. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's about it for compatible. And yeah, now let's go back about, things. And that's about it. And that is all 15 best Ninjago episodes that I rank. And if you have any favorite episodes, comment down below what are your favorite episodes. I want to hear from you guys. Like, what is your favorite episode from each season, and how would you rank it? And yeah, if you don't like my ranking, well, if you want, you can fix it and see what your favorite episodes are. And if your favorite episodes are on my list, then yeah. And if you guys want to see me do part 2, let's get this video to 1 like. I'm gonna see if we can get to 1 like. So yeah, I'll do that. And I might gonna do a worse Ninjago's episode. I don't know if I want to, but yeah, I might. I mean, thanks from the poll. You guys voted, and you guys voted for this video. And I'm happy that that is out. And I want to do a worse Ninjago episode or a video of how the fans and I rank the Ninjago episodes, worst to best. I mean, I don't know how those are gonna be made, but I might do it in the works for now. But for now, I'm gonna be making some shorts to upload to my channel. But that is gonna be it, you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, turn on notifications whenever I post a brand new video. And until then, we'll see you guys next time. Bye!